Hello, Salem here, and I want to welcome you to the Alpha Light. Today, I want to answer the question: is Jesus the only way to God? This question is one that many Christians tend to shy away from, and with good reason. Giving a resounding yes, Jesus is the only way to God might be met with answers such as, OMG, how arrogant! How can you say such a thing like that? What about all the other religions of the world? Are you saying that they don't know God? That's such a narrow minded thing to say, don't you think? A lot of people today ascribe to the school of thought called religious pluralism, the belief that all religions are equal, equally valid, and that Jesus is one of many ways. Some say that all the world religions teach basically the same thing, therefore, they are all true. This could not be further from the truth because major religions, more often than not, do contradict each other. Let's have a look at an example of Islam and Buddhism. Islam says God is a personal God. God created the world. Man is sinful. Man will spend eternity in heaven or hell. Salvation is by faith and good works. Buddhism, on the other hand, says no, God is not a personal God. The world was not created. Man is sinful. Man is not an enduring self. There is no salvation. There is only annihilation. If you had to put the two religions side by side, which one is true? Clearly, they contradict each other. So one has to be true and the other one has to be false, right? This is the same for all major religions. So this makes it impossible for all of them to be true. We have to keep in mind that when a religion claims that their views are right, they are saying that another view apart from theirs must be wrong. With that said, if you apply the same logic of saying, OMG, you must be arrogant and closed-minded to think that Jesus is the only way to God. If you apply that same logic to every other religion, then by the same logic, every religion must be arrogant and closed-minded because every religion claims that their way is the right way. To answer the question, is Jesus the only way to God? The answer is yes, he is. If you ask me, why do I say so? Because he said so. And history shows that Jesus was in fact who he said he was. It was prophesied years before he was born that a man was going to be born of a virgin. That's in Isaiah 7 verse 14. That he was going to be born in the line of Abraham. Genesis 22:18. That he would be called a Nazarene in Isaiah 11 verse 1. That the Messiah would be betrayed in Psalm 41 verse 9, that he would be crucified with criminals, Isaiah 53 verse 12, that he would be resurrected from the dead in Psalm 16 verse 10, that he would ascend to heaven, that's Psalm 24 verse 7 to 10. Every one of these prophecies were fulfilled in him. Every word that he ever spoke about his own death and resurrection happened accordingly. Furthermore, to prove that he truly was who he said he was, he rose from the dead, proving that he is the Son of God, that he is God, and that he did conquer death as he said he would. With all this evidence of the claims Jesus made being verified and found to be true, we must conclude that when he said in John 13 verse 6, I am the way, the truth, and the life, it is only logical to take this also by his word, especially since it is coming from God himself. And here is my last point. Christianity is actually very inclusive and calls everyone from all walks of life to be part of this relationship with God that Jesus came to give to us. All we need to do is acknowledge that Jesus is who he said he was, God. Acknowledge that he died for our sins and rose from the dead, proving to us that he was, in fact, the Son of God. That's all it takes to start a new life with God, by basically acknowledging what he came to do on the earth and who he said he was. Now, the question might be, what about those who have never heard about Jesus before? What happens to them? I'll be tackling this question in our next video. So until next time, remember, God made you to shine, so keep on shining. Peace.